The vast and boundless universe is rich in inexhaustible wisdom and unlimited power. We call it energy. Energy is an invisible and intangible thing. However, it exists everywhere. 15 billion years ago, from the moment the universe was born, the Big Bang showed its incomparable power and transformed everything by its inexhaustible energy. And finally, humankind was created. In addition, it dominated the existence and function of all things by energy. The universe is full of energy whose effect is unlimited in scope. It is energy that makes the universe expand, the fixed stars burn, the planets rotate, life be created and propagate, humankind exist and learn to think as time goes by. The light of wisdom was not made out of nothing. It is a great embodiment of energy. The whole universe can be divided into the macroscopic world and the microscopic world. What we call the macroscopic world is composed of something like the big world, clump of the nova, galaxy, the solar system, the earth, the human being, systems, organs, and cells of the human body. They are substances and categorized in the research field of tangible science. However, the microscopic world is composed of something like a cell nucleus, DNA, a molecule, an atom, an atomic nucleus, a neutron, a proton, and a quark. They are what we call the microscopic world and categorized in the research field of intangible science. Each layer of the macroscopic world corresponds to each layer of the microscopic world. They interact with each other closely. For instance, the solar system corresponds to human molecules. Energy comes from the sun and affects the molecule significantly. The sun is mainly composed of hydrogen atoms. On the surface of the sun, there are about 60 million tons of hydrogen atoms transformed into 56 million tons of helium by nuclear fusion per second. And the remaining 4 million tons of hydrogen hit the particles of the aerosphere and transform into large amounts of light and heat. The energy is emitted from the sun, and it casts at many planets, including the Earth, on which humankind live. Humankind have fully investigated and realized the macroscopic world. However, for the microscopic world, general public knows little about it, except for scientists and experts. Even so, the knowledge of this portion has enormous effects on our life. The human being is the soul of everything and also is the greatest work done by energy in the universe. The human being lives in the macroscopic world, which is composed of two parts. One is the substance world, that is cells and organs, etc. And another world is spiritual, that is sentiments such as joy, anger, sorrow, and happiness. There are about 220 kinds of cells in the human body. Every cell is a life itself. There are about 60 to 100 million of cells in a human body. It can be said that a human body is a republic of cells. The longevity of a human being is determined by cells. Through research, scientists discovered that the human cells can have 20 to 60 times of fission in one's life. Each cell has its own life circle, and the average frequency of cell fission is once every 2.5 years. In other words, the longest longevity of mankind is about 2.5 times 60, which is equal 150 years. However, cells of ordinary people divide themselves only for 20 to 40 times. Hence, his longest longevity will be shortened to 2.5 times 40, which is equal to 100 years. Why is there so much limitation in human longevity like this? Can we live to the limit of our longevity? It can be discussed from the vitality and activity principle of the human body. Human vitality originated from particles and waves of the universe which belong to a form of energy. As particles and waves of the universe lodge into the human body, they will produce motive force by resonance, which is also human vitality. And then it creates feelings, sentiments, and then further they are transformed into characteristics of life such as thinking, speaking, and motion, etc. A human body is composed of 9 major systems. They are the respiratory system, the nervous system, the circulatory system, the digestive system, the motion system, the lymphatic system, also endocrine system, the generative system, the immune system, and the urinary system. All these 9 systems need the support of energy to maintain their operations normally. Once they do not have sufficient quantity of energy or are invaded by negative energy, they will become deranged, which is the 6th state of the human body. If we cannot control or improve the state but only get worse, then it will result in death. It is the reason why humankind cannot live to the longest life, 150 to 160. Can we solve this problem to live to the longest life? The answer is yes. We may discuss it from the approach and advancement of medical science. The general public know that medical science can be divided into traditional Chinese and the Western medical science. In fact, there is another taxonomy which is more scientific. That is, ancient medical science, modern medical science, and the postmodern medical science. Ancient medical science is empirical only, one including traditional Chinese medical science. Modern medical science is the one of theory, practice, and research represented by Western medical science. Western medical science has existed only for 150 years. It is aimed at the substance of the human body, utilizing allopathy such as killing, burning, radiating, and chemotherapy, etc. to cure diseases. When the feet get sick, it treats the feet, and when there is headache, and it treats the head. What if the heart has ache? It can only be replaced. Nevertheless, postmodern medical science is a miracle therapy which inquires thoroughly into diseases, using the energy therapy to cure disease and prolong human longevity. It cures human body